check out this 40-day aged honey mead ribeye. We are going to be picking up the mead from the colony in Tingsboro, Massachusetts. This is a really cool store. It has a giant honeycomb in the center of the building, and you can actually see the bees making the honey, and you can also see the tubes that go in and out of the building. Obviously, they make tons of products here, from honey to wax candles to honeycomb itself. But what we're really interested in is the mead. So mead is honey wine. It's fermented in wine and bourbon barrels, and they make tons of different varieties here. We're going to stick with the traditional one. We're going to coat a prime ribeye in this mead once a week for 40 days. So here you can see we have it wrapped in cheesecloth. We're going to be soaking this. This is the first soak, and I'm going to fast forward right to the 40 days, and this is what you're left with. The cheesecloth is very fragrant at this point. It really does smell like honey. The amount of pellicle, which is the outside layer that dries out as you age, was so thin. It's so minimal. It's still actually relatively soft. So let's cut into this and see what we got here. So typically when you dry age, you'll have about a 1/2 inch to 1 centimeter of waste. And as you can see, beautiful red color all the way to the very outside edge of the steak, which is amazing in aging. There was really no waste here. So after trimming them up, getting rid of some of the fat, this is what we're left with. We're gonna grab 2 of these, we're gonna vacuum seal them in-house, and we're gonna sous vide these. So medium rare is 130 on the sous vide. 6 hours later, we are left with this. So these have been soaking for 6 hours. Now we just have to pat them dry. You wanna make sure you pat them dry in order to get a nice sear on there. We're hitting these with just salt, pepper, and garlic. Now we're gonna do a blowtorch. Make sure the flame's nice and blue. Sear all sides of this, front and back. As you can see, when the flame hits the fat, it actually flares up. You get a better flame that way. So I'm using a yellow tank here. That's MAP gas. That gives you a hotter temp for searing. So let's cut into this, see what we got. You really can't go wrong with the sous vide. You have perfect medium rare all the way through, just a tiny edge of sear. This had a great honey flavor. The honey seemed to tenderize it a little more than a normal bourbon aged. We were very happy with it.